Hi everyone, my name is Sydney Liu, and I've recently discovered that I am a vessel of unconditional love, a reminder of unconditional love for everyone, but most importantly, for people who are experiencing a twin flame connection. Today's video I was inspired to make is about why it's so hard to trust your twin flame journey and to trust the connection. In speaking to many people and researching a lot about twin flame dynamics, a common thread throughout is doubt. And doubt is easy to feel along this journey because we live in a 3D society that is built upon proof and evidence and being evidence-based. And I would even consider myself more of a logic-based person. So when this twin flame journey began for me, I held a lot of doubt around what was happening, but I realized a part of this journey was leading me into trusting myself more. So what I realized that I needed to be asking myself, instead of do I trust this person, was do I trust myself? Do I trust this journey? Do I trust myself? And I had to realize that in my day-to-day, I'm a reasonable person that am typically aware of myself. So I am learning to trust that along this journey and hope that this message resonates with you and finds you in a spirit or a place of trust and love opposed to fear and anxiety around the experience that you're having. I would say one of the hardest parts about the twin flame journey for me was all of the unhealthy information that was circulating around me in terms of the topic of love. You may find that when you go on social media and you hear all of these things, or you see all of these things that people are posting about love, a lot of them stem from fear. And seeing that content or hearing that information all of the time can really block you from the flow of unconditional love. I know whenever I used to log into Instagram when I had one, I would see quotes like, if he doesn't text you every day, he doesn't love you. And this would automatically put me in a fear-based perspective, in a lack perspective. And the reality is that things like that aren't necessarily true. There's someone else's projection of love that isn't necessarily true and doesn't have to be true for you or your circumstance or your situation. The problem is, on a twin flame journey, a lot of people have not experienced such intense feelings or such intense love or the act of wanting to love someone without condition. And so that is often projected into society, this fear-based love, this conditional love, and it's hard to trust yourself and trust the guidance that the universe is giving you when there's all of this fear around you. So I am learning along this journey to, in each moment, regardless if it's with my twin flame or not, to operate in love versus fear in every moment. And there is a heavy culture right now that talks about narcissism or narcissistic people. And I'm not saying that that isn't a reality on a surface level. And if there is abuse in a relationship, then it's important to acknowledge that. But a lot of times in twin flame dynamics, we're just being triggered, and it's not necessarily that this person is abusing us, but they are triggered and in a reactionary state, as are we, because we are mirrors of each other. So if and not always are we direct mirrors of each other, but there's always something to learn from your twin. And choosing love over fear is a lot of reasons why choosing fear over love is one of the reasons why twin flames cannot ascend to a higher level sometimes, because in the moments where they're triggered, they are choosing fear opposed to love. And then what do we get? The runner-chaser dynamic. So it's not necessarily that people are narcissistic all the time or do not love you all the time. It is more common that people are choosing fear opposed to love. And the reason that they choose fear is because it's been a common theme throughout their life, and it's specifically amplified with their twin flame, because in their twin flame, they are looking at themselves. I would say another reason why it's so hard to trust the twin flame journey is overthinking versus experiencing. And early on my twin flame journey, when I decided to walk away from my twin flame, or my twin flame decided to walk away from me, I would overthink the experience and ruminate on the experience, opposed to going out, living life, and letting the universe guide me into deeper realizations. I was trying to force these deeper realizations upon myself and upon my twin, but the reality was that I needed to go out and experience life and let these things flow to me naturally as I grew, and trust. And I just saw 222. That is a powerful, powerful number. So if you resonate with that number, then that is probably a message for you. But yeah, so I wasn't experiencing my twin flame. I wasn't allowing myself to experience life and learn lessons naturally. I was trying to force these lessons upon myself. And that rumination would lead to overthinking, which would sometimes lead to these feelings of intense depression or fear or anxiety about the circumstance. And love cannot thrive inside of fear. So it's really important to experience your life and let the universe guide you into your lessons, to make a deal, I guess that would be the best word, with the universe, that whatever I need in order to become the highest version of myself, without condition. Lead me to that, opposed to trying to control the circumstances, opposed to trying to control the way we want this to happen. So I hope this video helped you understand a little bit more about why it's so hard to trust your twin flame journey. You are capable of unconditional love, and you are the alchemist of your life, and you are experiencing whatever you're experiencing to lead you into the highest version of yourself. Sometimes it will be painful, sometimes it will be fun, sometimes it'll be beautiful, and sometimes it'll be rough. But there are lessons to be learned in all of those emotions. So thank you for listening, and remember, always love over fear.